Hey guys, Andrew here with TrueFit. I want to thank you for tuning in. Today's video topic going to be tips on anti-aging. Now there's a lot of pointers out there, a lot of health tips and stuff like that, but I'm going to share with you guys about 5 things that I listed here that really do have a big impact. I might be leaving some stuff off, but these ones do cover the major basis on a lot of these issues. So before I get into the topic, as always, if you guys can please subscribe to my channel, like or share this video with somebody that can use this information, and also give me a follow on Instagram at DrewFit. So the way I'm approaching this topic of anti-aging is looking at it at cellular health and the cell's ability to regenerate itself, because essentially that's what happens in the aging process is your cells begin to slow down the regenerative process. And a lot of this is caused by diet, lifestyle, sleep, too much sun exposure, stuff like that. So I'll just list off. I don't have one section that's more important than the others. Number 1, light environment is very important. I believe today more than ever, we abuse our time in the sun. We don't use the sun appropriately. And on top of it, we're consuming things that actually impact how well we can utilize the sun appropriately. So like I've talked about in my channel for nearly a decade now, is if you're going to get in the sun, make sure that you are getting adequate sunlight through all parts of the day. During the sunrise and sunset are probably the 2 most beneficial, especially when it comes to anti-aging. Reason being, it's heavier in red light at those times, and red light has been shown to assist in cellular regeneration. But if you are going to be out there, all times throughout the day, that's fantastic as well. But you really want to ensure that you're setting your body up, getting the right colors of the sun at the right times. So a good thing to do if you don't live in a place where you get a lot of sun is to purchase a red light. The brand I like to use is Gamba Red. They're really good priced, and they really high quality, low flicker rate, stuff like that. So red light is very important. Not too much sun on the face. I unfortunately, didn't learn that. I was doing landscaping for, 5 years in my early 20s, never wearing a hat, never putting, on healthy quote unquote sunscreen on my face. I'd usually just let my face get cooked. And that did accelerate the aging process, and I've done some things to, whether slow it down or, kind of reverse some of the fine lines that I accumulated over time. So make sure you're being aware, especially if you're going to be out in the sun around like noon or 3 o'clock, in between those hours where the sun is hitting the hardest. And another thing, like I talked about, things that we consume do impact how well we absorb the sun and utilize the sun. And what we want to do is utilize it for tissue and cellular regeneration. And one thing you can do is avoid polyunsaturated fatty acid consumption. I've talked about this so much on my channel, but this has a direct impact on how well you can absorb the sun. It makes your sunburns worse. It accelerates the aging process. It makes your skin's regeneration process a lot slower. So avoid polyunsaturated fatty acids as much as possible in your diet. And you can also supplement things like vitamin E and aspirin to help mitigate and eliminate the polyunsaturated fatty acids. And those will also help if you do struggle with sunburns and getting enough sunlight and not being able to, turn it into a tan fast enough. Vitamin E and aspirin will assist in that. Next topic, diet and hormonal optimization. These go hand in hand. I've talked about this a lot on my channel as well. I'm not going to talk about, specifics of a diet. I'm a big fan of not skipping meals anymore. For probably the greater part of a decade, was practicing intermittent fasting or long-term fasting, and that really accelerated the aging process. If you can't see the gray hairs in my beard, that is when it really started to accelerate, is when I was skipping meals. Essentially, in my opinion, there's just too many negative effects that come from that in regards to increasing stress hormones, which essentially increase the aging process. So don't skip meals. As far as diet goes, I'm going to just talk about, eating foods that your body agrees with, that are easily digestible for you. If you want to get more into specifics on diet, I have a lot of videos on that, discussing that part as well. No fasting. Carrot salad. This is one thing that I highly encourage people to do. From a hormonal standpoint, if your hormones are out of whack, if you have increased things like estrogen, serotonin, adrenaline, cortisol, stuff like that, that's really going to accelerate the aging process. And the beauty with the carrot salad, excuse me, is that it does help eliminate endotoxin within the intestines. Endotoxin's been shown to increase estrogen and serotonin in the digestive system, and it actually breaks into the bloodstream. So it helps eliminate the endotoxin within the digestive tract, which is fantastic and does have a lot of good anti-aging qualities to it. And again, dietary wise, eliminate the polyunsaturated fatty acid consumption as much as possible and swap them out with healthy fats, saturated fats like butter, ghee, tallow, coconut oil, stuff like that. Next topic, sleep and stress. I'm not going to dive into this. I talk about this a lot. Adequate sleep between the hours of 9 to 6 a.m. probably is probably going to be most ideal. You don't want to sleep too much. Definitely don't want to sleep too little. About 8 hours a night is going to be ideal. And, before you go into bed, eliminate the artificial light. Try to sleep in a dark room where there's not artificial light streaming in. And just ensure that you're getting good full nights of sleep, not waking up within the night. And if you do, I do have videos on that to get better quality nights of sleep. But, you can talk about that all day long. Sleep and stress, if you're not getting those, are really going to accelerate the aging process. And the good side is if you do take care of both of those things, it's going to really slow down the aging process. Excuse me. Next up, exercise. Exercise is fantastic. I'm a big fan of exercising, 2 to 3 times a week. I used to be somebody that worked out 5 times a week, and that is just not sustainable. So what I'm talking about when it comes to anti-aging is to not overtrain. I do have my opinions on the best type of training. In my opinion, anything that promotes hypertrophy, strengthening the muscles is going to have the best anti-aging benefits to it. Avoiding long distance cardio, running a half marathon every 5 years isn't going to kill you, but it's something that you don't want to make a habit of and be one of those people, in my opinion, that does these marathon races all year long, for decades. I think that just really accelerates the aging process. It's terrible on your joints, your muscles, stuff like that. So focus on hypertrophy training, in my opinion. Avoid fatiguing yourself. That's another easy thing to do if you are somebody like me that loves getting a good pump in the gym, a good workout. That can become addicting, and you can find yourself in the gym, like I was talking about, 5 days a week, kind of chasing that pump, and it actually does lead to fatigue. So try to avoid that at all costs. Listen to your body. If you're feeling fatigued, take some time off. Do not be worried about taking some time off. But if you are going to do that, I highly encourage you every single day to walk. I can't stress that enough, just how beneficial walking is for anti-aging, as major benefits on lowering a lot of the stress hormones, improving certain hormones in the body. So I can't talk about that enough, especially if you're walking outside in the sun. And another thing that you can do in regards to fitness for anti-aging properties is the sauna. Again, you don't want to do it too much, 2, maybe 3 times a week, 10 to 15 minutes. Just make sure you're getting a good sweat, detoxifying the skin. The skin's our largest organ in the body. And I would argue that a ton of people, very large percentage of the population, has very toxic skin. So a good way to cleanse the skin is getting in the sauna a couple times a week. Now jumping into certain foods. I don't have any supplements listed, but certain foods that really, provide a lot of benefits when it comes to anti-aging, simply because not only are a lot of these foods very nutrient packed, but they're also foods that are very crucial in certain nutrients that you're just not going to get in a normal diet unless you incorporate these foods. And you don't need to do them every day, a couple times a week. And I've talked about these foods a lot as well. Number 1 is liver. Liver is fantastic for vitamin A content. Vitamin A is great for the eyes and skin. A lot of people talk about, regenerating their eye health and actually regenerating their eye color from eating liver. And I believe a lot of that has to do with the vitamin A content and helping regenerate the cells of the oculars. Number 2, oysters. This is next in line with liver. I put both of those in my top 2 foods, especially when it comes to anti-aging properties. Oysters are high in selenium. They're high in zinc, stuff like that. A lot of those nutrients that, like I talked about earlier, are going to be hard to get in your normal diet. Dairy, certain sources of dairy, whether it's a good source of cheese or milk, are fantastic. Nutritionally, probably the most nutrition heavy food. Am I saying that right? I believe the only nutrients it's not really providing is stuff like iron. But dairy is fantastic in that sense. Bone broth is probably, another one that you could put at the top of the list for anti-aging properties. Specifically, the reason being is it has a lot of anti-inflammatory amino acids, and that comes with eating a lot of muscle meat foods. Is that you're eating a lot of inflammatory amino acids, so you really want to balance that ratio with stuff like bone broth. And bone broth has been shown to not only heal the gut, but heal the skin if you have skin issues as well. Reason being, those amino acids, those properties like glycine have been shown to regenerate the cellular tissue of the cell. And another thing I want to put out there is fruit is fantastic. Like I talked about at the very beginning of this video, when we talk about cellular health and anti-aging, the way to get cells to regenerate is feeding your body its most optimal source of fuel, and that is going to be glucose, fructose, and the best source of that is going to be found in sugar. Now, you obviously want to accompany that throughout the day with good amino acids, good fats, protein, stuff like that. So fruit is fantastic, and I think a lot of people nowadays are scared of eating too much fruit because of its sugar content, but in my opinion, it is the most optimal fuel source for the body, and that leads to healthy tissue regeneration, which is going to accelerate, or not accelerate, but slow down the aging process. So those are my top tips and tricks for you guys. I'm sure I might be missing some, but those are some of the ones that I like to talk about to people that really cover the basis when it comes to anti-aging. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, drop them below, and don't forget to subscribe to my Instagram, or subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram @DrewFit. Thanks.